Kansas City Nighthawks and the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. Joker, 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 Joker. Bang, 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 bang.
Derrick Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll take over. Come on, man. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line. Here we go. Let's do that. Let's do the outlaw. Let's do the light. Coming in.
Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jeffrey Simmons providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Dixon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Haskins. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch safety creep. Watch safety plus. Safety's creeping. Come on. You.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Haskins. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Touchdown, Washington! Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson. Hunter Henry brings it in.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Dixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Haskins. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 30.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick six. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone will come free.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Haskins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Haskins will throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the counter with Dixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. Jackson now. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Jackson from the shotgun. And the pressure gets to him again. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Miles Boykin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Dixon, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You don't want it. Say it.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Henry, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A run by Dixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A 3rd down gain of 19. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Redskins 35, Nighthawks 7.
It's our field. It's our field.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin with Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Dixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Haskins to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a 2nd straight play defensively. Now it's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Haskins going to try to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town.